Hey everyone, welcome back to the deep dive. So today we're going to be looking at all those notes and summaries you guys gave us on Harv Eker's Secrets of the Millionaire Mind.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to try to pull out like the absolute key insights,
Yeah.
almost like we're kind of cracking the code of wealth, you know?
Yeah, there's definitely a pattern
Yeah,
to how financially successful people think and act.
right.
And that's what we're going to kind of try and decode today.
I love that. Okay, so one of the first things that really stood out to me was this idea of a financial blueprint.
Uh-huh.
Like, what is that exactly? And like, how much does it really affect us?
So think of it this way, each of us has this set of deeply ingrained beliefs about money,
Okay.
often formed, when we're kids.
Right.
And it kind of acts like a blueprint for how we handle our finances as adults. It's subconscious, but it's so powerful.
Makes you wonder, like, what kind of messages we just absorbed without even realizing it, right? I mean, like, how many times did our parents tell us, like, money doesn't grow on trees?
Exactly. That's a perfect example of what Eker calls verbal conditioning.
Oh, interesting.
Those seemingly harmless phrases,
Right.
if they're repeated over and over again, they can become part of our mental programming.
Wow.
And it's not just what we're told directly, it's the whole atmosphere around money growing up.
Okay, so even if, like, your parents weren't super strict about money, like their own anxieties about it,
Oh, yeah.
could still kind of rub off on you.
Absolutely. We learn by observing,
Yeah.
by modeling the behavior of
Yeah.
those around us.
Yeah.
So if your parents were constantly stressing about bills, you might unconsciously adopt that same worry as part of your own blueprint.
Wow, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
It's almost like inheriting a financial mindset.
Yeah, and then there are the big impactful moments,
Okay.
what Eker calls specific incidents. So imagine a child whose family suddenly comes into money, right? That experience, that feeling of security and abundance,
Yeah.
it could shape their attitude towards wealth for life.
Wow.
But the opposite is also true, witnessing financial hardship
Right.
can create a deep-seated fear of lack.
Okay, now I'm really curious about my own WON blueprint. This is starting to feel a bit like therapy.
Haha. Awareness is the first step.
Right.
And that's where these wealth files come in.
Okay.
These are the contrasting ways that wealthy people think versus those who struggle financially.
Okay, so spill the tea.
Yeah.
What's like the biggest difference that Eker points out?
One of the most fundamental contrasts is how they approach risk.
Okay.
Wealthy people, they see it as a path to wealth. They understand that you can't win big without playing the game.
Right.
Those with a poverty mindset, on the other hand, they often see risk as something to avoid,
Oh, interesting.
which ironically keeps them from achieving it.
So it's not about being reckless.
Right.
It's about understanding that some level of risk is necessary
Exactly.
for growth.
Precisely. And Eker illustrates this with the rich dad, poor dad principle.
Yeah.
He says rich dads encourage their kids to start businesses and invest,
Hmm.
understanding that failure is part of the learning process.
Interesting. Whereas maybe a poor dad would be like,
Right.
prioritizing a stable job above all else, even if it means staying stuck.
Exactly. And this ties into another key wealth file,
Okay.
opportunity focus. Wealthy individuals tend to see obstacles as opportunities,
Yeah.
while those with a poverty mindset might only see roadblocks.
It's like they have a built-in problem-solving radar. Like those challenges actually fuel their creativity.
Yeah.
I've definitely noticed that with successful entrepreneurs.
And they also have a different attitude towards other successful people.
Oh, okay.
Instead of feeling resentment or envy, they admire and learn from them.
Right.
Eker talks about the importance of surrounding yourself with people who are already where you want to be.
Yeah.
It's about absorbing their knowledge and energy, not letting jealousy hold you back.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
If you're constantly comparing yourself negatively, that's not exactly a recipe for success.
And this leads into another crucial wealth file,
Okay.
thinking big.
Okay.
Eker emphasizes that wealthy people set ambitious goals.
Uh-huh.
They don't limit themselves by perceived limitations or what other people think is possible.
Right.
They believe in their ability to achieve great things, and that belief fuels their actions.
So they're not afraid to dream big and trick. They're not afraid to put in the work
Right.
to make those dreams a reality.
Exactly.
It's not just positive thinking. It's about aligning your actions with your ambitions.
That's right. And when it comes to problems,
Okay.
wealthy people tend to view them differently too.
Yeah.
They see challenges as opportunities for growth.
Okay.
And they're not afraid to tackle bigger and more complex issues as they progress.
It's almost like they see those problems as stepping stones,
Mm-hmm.
leading them higher.
Yeah.
That's a pretty powerful mindset shift.
Now, thinking about these wealth files, what's standing out to you so far?
Is there anything that resonates with your own experiences
Yeah.
or beliefs about money?
You know, I'm definitely seeing some patterns in my own life, both positive and negative.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much of the stuff we just internalize without realizing it.
That's the power of the subconscious.
Yeah.
But the good news is, once we become aware of those patterns, we can start to change them.
Okay, so we've uncovered like some of these hidden wealth files, these different ways of thinking about money. But how do we actually put them into practice? It feels kind of overwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a common reaction.
Right.
It's one thing to understand these concepts,
Right.
but it's quite another to actually shift those deep-seated beliefs and habits.
Totally. Like knowing that I should think bigger is different from actually doing it, you know.
Exactly. But Eker doesn't just leave us with theory.
Okay, good.
He provides practical strategies, actionable steps that we can take to align our actions with that millionaire mindset. Okay, now we're talking. Give us the good stuff. What are some of those concrete steps?
First and foremost, it's about cultivating an attitude of gratitude.
Okay.
And I don't just mean saying thank you more often.
Right.
It's about actively focusing on what you already have, appreciating the abundance that's already present in your life.
I can see how that would shift your energy.
Right.
Instead of dwelling on lack,
Exactly.
you're tuning into what's already working.
It's about creating a vibration of abundance. And this ties back to one of those wealth files, managing your money well.
Right.
Eker emphasizes the importance of saving at least 10% of your income,
Okay.
no matter how small that income might be.
I feel like that's classic advice, but I think a lot of people struggle with it.
Yeah.
It's easy to say, I'll save when I make more,
Yeah.
but then you never quite get there.
That's why it's crucial to make it a habit from the start.
Okay.
Even if it's just a few dollars at first, that act of consistent saving creates a really powerful shift in your mindset.
Interesting.
It's about demonstrating to yourself that you're capable of managing money,
Yeah.
of building wealth.
It's almost like proving to the universe that you can be trusted with more.
Precisely.
Right.
And along with saving,
Okay.
Eker emphasizes the importance of tracking your expenses.
Right.
It's not about deprivation.
Right.
It's about becoming aware of where your money is going so you can make conscious choices.
So it's about being mindful, not mindless with your spending.
Exactly.
I know for me, little things can really add up without me even realizing it.
And once you have that awareness,
Yeah.
you can start to identify areas where you can cut back and redirect those funds towards your financial goals.
Makes sense. So we've got gratitude, saving, tracking expenses. What else?
Remember that wealth file about opportunity focus?
Yeah.
Well, that applies to personal growth too.
Okay.
Eker encourages us to step outside our comfort zones, to embrace challenges
Right.
as opportunities for learning and expansion.
So it's not just about managing money. It's about managing your mindset
Exactly.
around growth and opportunity.
It's about becoming comfortable with discomfort,
Okay.
understanding that stretching yourself is essential for progress.
Yeah.
And this might mean taking on new responsibilities at work, learning a new skill, or even starting that side hustle you've been dreaming of.
It's about taking action, even if it feels a little scary. That's where that playing to win mindset comes in.
And never underestimate the power of continuous learning.
Yeah.
Eker is a big advocate for investing in personal development, whether it's through books, courses, or mentors.
Okay.
He believes that the more you learn, the more you earn.
It's like that saying, the only thing more expensive than education is ignorance. Right.
Exactly.
You have to be willing to invest in yourself to grow your financial capacity.
And finally, he encourages us to explore multiple streams of income. This could mean diversifying your investments, creating a side business, or finding creative ways to monetize your skills and passions.
Yeah, that idea of not relying on a single source of income makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Especially in today's world.
Especially today.
It's about building financial security and creating options for yourself.
Exactly. Now, all of this is great in theory.
Right.
But we both know that putting it into practice can be challenging.
Oh, absolutely.
There's often a lot of internal resistance that comes up when we try to change these deeply ingrained habits and beliefs.
It's like that voice in your head that says, this won't work, or you're not good enough, or you'll just fail anyway, it can be pretty demoralizing.
It's very common.
Yeah.
But Eker doesn't leave us to battle those inner demons alone.
Okay.
He offers some powerful tools to help us overcome that resistance.
Okay, tell me more. I think we all need a little help in that department.
Sure.
What are some of the techniques that he recommends?
One of the most effective tools, he says, is using affirmations. These are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves, even if we don't fully believe them at first.
So even if you're feeling doubtful, you just keep telling yourself, I am capable of achieving financial abundance.
Exactly.
Or money comes to me easily and effortlessly.
It might feel a bit silly at first.
Right.
But with repetition, these affirmations start to reprogram our subconscious beliefs.
It's like rewiring your brain for success, right?
Another powerful tool is visualization.
Okay.
Eker emphasizes the importance of regularly taking time to visualize yourself achieving your financial goals, feeling those emotions of success, and seeing yourself living the life you desire.
I've heard a lot about the power of visualization, especially from athletes and performers.
Right.
They say it helps to program your mind for success.
And perhaps the most crucial tool for overcoming resistance is learning to detach from limiting beliefs. These are those deeply ingrained beliefs about money that might have been passed down from our families or imprinted on us through early experiences.
Like the belief that money is the root of all evil, or rich people are greedy.
Exactly.
Or I'm not meant to be wealthy.
These beliefs can be incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
But they're often based on fear and misinformation. Eker encourages us to question these beliefs, to challenge their validity, and to start replacing them with more empowering truths.
So instead of saying, I can't afford that, it's about asking, how can I afford that?
Exactly.
It's about shifting from a mindset of limitation to a mindset of possibility and resourcefulness.
It's about taking back your power. Remember, our beliefs create our reality. If we believe we're limited, we'll act in ways that confirm that belief. But if we believe in our ability to create abundance, we'll start to see opportunities and solutions that we might have missed before.
That's so true. It's like that Henry Ford quote, whether you think you can or you think you can't. You're right.
And that's really the essence of Eker's message. We have far more control over our financial destinies than we might realize. It's not just about luck or circumstance. It's about choosing to adopt a millionaire mindset. And taking consistent action to align with that mindset.
It's empowering, isn't it, to know that we have the ability to change our financial reality.
Absolutely.
Starting with our thoughts.
And that's why I find Eker's work so compelling. It's not just about getting rich, it's about personal transformation. And creating a life of abundance and fulfillment.
So to recap, we've covered the importance of gratitude, saving, tracking expenses, stepping outside our comfort zones, embracing continuous learning, exploring multiple streams of income, and using affirmations, visualization, and detaching from limiting beliefs to overcome resistance.
That's a great summary. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, challenges and setbacks. But the key is to stay committed to the process, to keep learning and growing, and to never give up on your dreams.
Man, I feel like we've really gone deep on this one.
Yeah, it's amazing how much we can learn from dissecting someone else's, success. Their mindset, their strategies.
Definitely. And I think one of the biggest takeaways for me is just how much our mindset really shapes our financial reality. It's not just about luck or circumstances. It's about choosing to adopt a wealth building mentality. And then taking consistent action.
You hit the nail on the head. Eker makes it clear that your thoughts about money, those deep-seated beliefs, they're either working for you or against you. And the good news is we have the power to change those beliefs.
It's empowering, to know that we're not stuck with that financial programming that we got as kids. I could rewrite the code.
Exactly. It's about becoming aware of those limiting beliefs. Challenging them and replacing them with more empowering truths. It's a process, but it's absolutely possible.
So if someone's listening to this and feeling a bit overwhelmed, where do I even begin? What would you say is the most important first step?
I would say start with awareness. Take some time to reflect on your own financial blueprint, What messages did you receive about money growing up? What are your current beliefs about wealth and success? Once you understand those underlying patterns, you can start to consciously shift them.
So it's like shining a light on those subconscious beliefs, bringing them into the conscious mind where you can actually work with them.
Exactly. And remember, it's a journey, not a race.
Right.
Be patient with yourself, celebrate small victories, and don't be afraid to ask for support along the way.
I think that's such an important point. Like, we don't have to do this alone.
Yeah.
There are books, courses, coaches, mentors.
Totally.
There's a whole world of resources out there.
Absolutely.
To support us on our financial journeys.
And I think that's another key takeaway from Eker's work.
Yeah.
Wealth is not just about money. It's about creating a life of abundance and fulfillment.
Right.
It's about aligning your actions with your values, contributing to the world in a meaningful way, and experiencing true prosperity in all areas of your life.
I love that. Well, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive into Secrets of the Millionaire Mind.
Yeah.
What a fascinating exploration it's been.
I've enjoyed it immensely, and I hope our listeners have found it valuable as well.
Before we go, I want to leave you with one final question to ponder.
Okay.
If you could choose one limiting belief about money to challenge and replace with a more empowering one, what would it be?
That's a great question to reflect on. And remember, even a small shift in belief can create a ripple effect in your life.
So take some time to journal about it, meditate on it, talk it over with a friend.
Absolutely.
And see what new possibilities emerge when you start to believe in your own capacity for financial abundance.
I love that.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on this deep dive.
The pleasure was all mine.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us today. We hope you gained some valuable insights and are feeling inspired to create a brighter financial future for yourselves. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in your own potential.